Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to break down how I made The Ancient Rooms, my first short film in a short film collection of 6. I plan on making around 3 to 4 videos breaking down different aspects of the journey of making The Ancient Rooms. This video will be focused on how I came up with the idea and story of the short film. The next video will be more focused on the design and music, and the video after that on the technical side of making the short film, so the modeling, animating, and simulating. For those of you who haven't seen The Ancient Rooms yet, I recommend you watch the short film first and then come back, since there will be a few spoilers in this video. And for those of you who are still here and haven't seen the short film, I'll give a quick summary of what it's about. The Ancient Rooms is about a guy who goes on an adventure to find an ancient relic that can supposedly allow its user to shift between a state of life and death, essentially meaning it has the power to kill someone and to bring someone back to life. However, the ancient relic is hidden in the ancient rooms, guarded by a being known as the One in Between. When I started making the short film, I hadn't fully planned a lot of it out. I didn't write a script or make a storyboard. Instead, when I got a new idea or something that I thought would contribute to the story, I would write it down in a document and almost play the short film in my mind and try recreate that in 3D. Due to this, the story sort of developed along with the creation of the short film itself. This is also one of the reasons why I think the short film took so long to make. Since I didn't have a clear script, I kept on changing parts and never fully felt satisfied with the short. For the shot ideas, I was deeply inspired by science fiction and fantasy, and shows like Stranger Things and Love, Death, and Robots. In the short film, there's a monster called the One in Between. It is the protector of the ancient relic and the ancient rooms. In the short film, the One in Between isn't actually trying to hurt the main character, but is more so trying to get the main character to run away and leave the rooms behind. So I guess you could also see it as a protector of the character as well. But when you're so set on getting something, you start to get a sort of tunnel vision, and in turn, ignore advice given to you from people around you who are trying to help you, and eventually you have to deal with the consequences. This is also the theme of the short film, stubbornness. I base the theme off of myself and my own experience with stubbornness and ignorance, and eventually needing to deal with the consequences that came with that. This also plays into the theme of criticism and how we choose to interpret criticism, whether we choose to learn and grow from it or simply ignore it and perceive it as hate. At the end of the short, after the main character defeats the One in Between, he now has to take on the role of it, becoming the protector of the rooms. This is essentially the consequence that he has to face. In the short film, there are also a lot of symbols for death and life, such as the golden path made up of golden flowers, which are supposed to be chrysanthemums, symbolizing death, essentially meaning the path he follows towards his death. There is also a black and blue flower, the flower that he uses to teleport to the place where the ancient rooms is. And this represents the two possibilities that can happen. One being him leaving the rooms alive, and the other, the one that ended up happening, him turning into the One in Between and becoming a being stuck in a state between life and death. And there are also a bunch of symbols on the door, which also represent life and death, the door to the ancient rooms. In the short film, the main character reads a letter. The letter is also shown at the end of the short film. When I first released the short film, I hadn't made the scenes with the letter yet, but after watching it a few times, I felt like the short film was missing something. Like the character felt a bit empty, and that there was no reason to root for him. The letter is supposed to show that there are people waiting for him and praying for a safe return, which in turn adds a layer of depth to the character and also makes the short film a bit more emotional. The Ancient Rooms is my first official animated short film. I've made Lego stop motion short films in the past, but nothing that had true meaning behind it like The Ancient Rooms has for me. Though I feel like there are a lot of things I could have done better, the pacing, the animation, the modeling, pretty much all aspects of the short film, I'm still incredibly proud with what I was able to make, and to see it finished makes me even happier. I do hope that this short film gains a bit more traction and that more people are able to see what I came up with and hopefully also relate with it. But I'm just happy to officially be able to say that I've started on my goal of making 6 short films for my short film collection. Thank you for watching this video. If you've seen The Ancient Rooms, please let me know what you thought of it, and if you have any feedback or criticism. And feel free to subscribe if you want to follow me on this journey of making my short film collection and just other random 3D projects. With that all said, I would also like to announce the title of my second short film, Folded. Thank you for watching.